Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gambling Flow, your daily dose of all things casino. I'm Russell Kane.
And I'm Fiona Blake.
And we are so excited to dive into a topic that is both intriguing
to be here
and a little bit mysterious.
Yeah.
No ID verification casinos.
Yeah, these platforms are definitely shaking things up.
Joining me today is Fiona Blake, our resident expert.
By offering a level of privacy and anonymity that's pretty much unheard of in traditional online casinos.
Who can help us unpack this fascinating corner of the online gambling world.
Exactly.
So Fiona, for our listeners who might be new to this concept, could you quickly explain what makes no ID verification casinos so unique?
Sure thing. Essentially, these are online gambling platforms that allow players to sign up, play, and even cash out without having to go through the usual identity verification checks.
I see.
So
it's kind of like
the whole process of uploading documents and waiting for approval. It's all about streamlining the experience and giving players more control over their personal information.
the difference between using cash and a credit card in a physical casino. One offers more anonymity than the other.
For sure.
So where do we even begin with exploring these platforms?
Well, we've been doing a lot of research behind the scenes
Right.
and have compiled a ranking of the top 10 no ID verification casinos out there.
Okay.
We've looked at everything from their security measures and game variety
Let's unpack this ranking.
to their payment options and overall reputation.
Starting with the #1 spot.
Yep.
Who takes the crown in the world of anonymous gambling?
Our top pick is Coin Poker.
Okay.
This platform is a haven for privacy-conscious players.
And they really nail the speed and simplicity factor. You can create an account in seconds using just your email address.
Yep.
No documents needed.
No documents needed.
So you're saying it's perfect for someone who values getting straight into the action.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it gets even better.
Oh, yeah.
Coin Poker embraces cryptocurrency,
Oh, wow.
allowing transactions in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a bunch of other popular digital currencies.
So deposits and withdrawals are super smooth and fast.
So deposits and withdrawals are super smooth and fast.
Which is another big plus.
For
those who value anonymity and efficiency. It sounds like they've really thought about the user experience for players who prioritize those aspects.
Absolutely.
What about their game selection? Do they have enough variety to keep players engaged?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
While they're known for their strong poker offerings, hence the name, they also have a really solid selection of casino games, including classic slots, table games like blackjack and roulette, and even live dealer games for a more immersive experience.
Okay, so they're not just a one-trick pony. They cater to a wider range of preferences.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to #2 on our list.
Okay.
What's the platform that secured this spot?
In the second spot, we have TG Casino.
Okay.
A platform that stands out for its unique integration with the Telegram messaging app.
Now that's interesting.
Yeah.
Telegram is known for its focus on privacy and encryption.
Right.
How does that tie into the casino experience?
Well, imagine this. You can actually play your favorite casino games directly within the Telegram app.
Wow.
No need to switch between different platforms.
That's great. It's all right there.
Yeah.
So for users who are already on Telegram,
Yeah.
it adds a whole new level of convenience and discretion.
I see. So it's almost like having a secret casino hidden within a messaging app.
Kind of. Yeah.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah.
What else makes TG Casino stand out?
Apart from the Telegram integration, they boast a visually appealing platform
Okay.
and offer a wide variety of games from top-tier software providers.
So you'll find a good mix of slots, table games.
They'll find a good mix of slots, table games.
And they even have a sports book.
If you're into sports betting.
And
And like Coin Poker, they're big on cryptocurrency.
exactly.
So transactions are quick and, importantly, anonymous.
Yeah.
Got it. So if someone values the familiarity and privacy of Telegram
Right.
and wants a diverse selection of games,
Yeah.
TG Casino might be right up their alley.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on to #3 on our list.
Okay.
Who takes the bronze medal?
Number 3 is Instant Casino.
Oh,
And the name really says it all.
I like it already.
This platform is all about speed and efficiency.
Okay.
We're talking signing up and playing within seconds.
Wow.
they've stripped away all the unnecessary steps and barriers that you often find in traditional online casinos.
So no waiting around for approvals or digging out documents.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
It's as simple as providing your email address, choosing your preferred cryptocurrency, which they offer a good range of, and you're ready to roll.
Now I'm curious. With such a focus on speed, does Instant Casino compromise on game selection?
Not at all.
Oh, good.
They actually have a really respectable collection of slots, table games, and even some live dealer options.
Oh, wow.
Plus, they sweeten the deal with a generous welcome bonus package for new players.
Okay, so they're hitting all the key points.
Yep.
Speed.
Speedonymity.
Decent game variety. And bonuses.
Bonuses.
That's a pretty solid combination.
It is a good combination.
Let's move on to number 4 on our list.
Okay.
Who we got?
At number 4, we have BetPanda, a platform that's a bit of an all-rounder in the no ID verification space. They offer a great blend of privacy, convenience, a massive selection of games, over 4,500 to be exact.
Wow.
And they even have a strong focus on responsible gambling, which is always a good sign.
That's an important point you raise about responsible gambling.
It is.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement.
It is.
Especially with these platforms that make it so quick and easy to play. So it's good to see that some are taking that aspect seriously.
Yeah.
But before we delve deeper into responsible gambling, let's finish up our top 5. Who claims the last spot in this elite group?
Rounding out our top 5 is BC Game.
All right.
A platform that's a bit of a darling among experienced crypto gamblers. They're known for their commitment to fairness and transparency, which is really important in this space.
Absolutely.
They use something called provably fair technology, which is pretty innovative.
Now, I've heard that term before, provably fair.
Yeah.
But I'm not entirely sure I understand what it means.
Right.
Could you break that down for us?
Of course.
Thanks.
Essentially, it's a system that allows players to independently verify the fairness of each game's outcome. It uses cryptographic algorithms to ensure that the results are truly random and haven't been manipulated in any way. It's like having a virtual referee ensuring everything is on the up and up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it gives players more confidence that the games aren't rigged against them.
Exactly.
Which is a big concern for many online gamblers.
For sure.
And BC Game also boasts a massive game library with over 7,000 titles.
They do.
From a wide range of providers. Including slots. Table games. Live casino games. And even their own unique offerings like crash games and dice games.
Exactly.
They really cater to all tastes.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so they've got the fairness aspect covered.
Yes.
A huge game library. And I imagine they also handle cryptocurrency transactions.
Absolutely. They offer a wide range of cryptocurrencies for deposits and withdrawals. And even have their own native token called BCD, which you can use for betting and earning rewards on the platform.
So they've created their own little ecosystem within the platform?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
It's cool.
Okay, so we've covered our top 5 no ID verification casinos. Coin Poker for speed and simplicity. TG Casino for its Telegram integration.
Yes.
Instant Casino for, well...
being instant.
Yeah. BetPanda for its all-rounder appeal. And BC Game for its focus on fairness and transparency.
Exactly.
But our list doesn't stop there.
No.
We have 5 more platforms that deserve a spotlight.
Yes, we do.
So without further ado, let's move on to number 6.
Coming in at number 6 on our list is Cryptorino, a platform that's a solid choice for players in the United States. They offer a user-friendly experience, a good selection of games, and they accept Bitcoin and a variety of other cryptocurrencies, making transactions smooth and anonymous.
That's interesting. So even though these no ID verification casinos operate outside of traditional regulatory frameworks, some still cater to specific regions like the U.S.
Yes.
That's good to know for players who might be worried about geographical restrictions.
Yeah, for sure.
And Cryptorino also has a pretty enticing welcome bonus package.
They do.
Including a 100% match bonus and 50 free spins, which is always a nice perk.
Yeah, definitely a nice perk.
Bonuses are definitely a big draw for many players, especially when trying out a new casino.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to number 7. What's next on our list?
At number 7, we have BetPlay.
Okay.
Another platform that caters well to players in the U.S.
All right.
One thing that makes them stand out is their flexibility in payment options.
Okay.
They accept both cryptocurrencies and traditional payment methods.
Interesting.
Which makes them accessible to a wider audience.
That's a good point. Not everyone is comfortable using cryptocurrency.
Right.
So having those alternative options can be a big advantage for some players.
For sure.
What about their game selection? Do they have anything unique to offer?
They have a decent selection of games, including slots, table games, and even a sports book for those who enjoy a bit of sports betting action. So they cover the basics pretty well.
Sounds good. Let's move on to number 8. Who's claiming that spot?
At number 8, we have Wild.io. A casino that really embraces the wild side of anonymous gaming.
Okay.
Their platform is visually very striking, and they have a strong focus on slots with thousands of titles from various providers.
So it sounds like a paradise for slot enthusiasts who also value their privacy.
Yeah, for sure.
Do they offer anything beyond the vast selection of slots?
They also have a generous loyalty program.
Okay.
Rewarding players for their continued activity on the platform.
So if you find yourself becoming a regular at Wild.io, you can reap some extra benefits.
Exactly.
Loyalty programs are always a nice touch.
Always.
Okay, let's move on to number 9.
Yeah.
Who's almost made it to our top 10.
At number 9, we have Megadice, a platform that's relatively new to the scene, but has quickly made a name for itself. They combine the excitement of traditional casino games with the innovation of blockchain technology. They boast a massive game library with over 4,500 titles to choose from. And they even have that Telegram integration that we talked about earlier.
So players can enjoy their favorite games and even access customer support right within the Telegram app.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty seamless experience. It seems like this integration is becoming quite popular among these no ID verification casinos.
It definitely seems to be a trend.
Yeah.
It makes sense given the added layer of privacy and convenience it offers.
For sure. Okay, let's wrap up our top 10. Who takes the final spot?
Rounding out our top 10 is WSM Casino.
Okay.
A platform that's all about pushing the boundaries of online gambling.
Right.
One thing that makes them stand out is their acceptance of a wide range of cryptocurrencies.
Okay.
Including some of those meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu.
Interesting. So if you're looking to diversify your crypto holdings and have some fun while doing it, WSM Casino might be the place to be.
It might be.
And they also have a pretty generous welcome bonus package.
They do.
Including a 200% match bonus, 50 free spins, and 10 free bets.
Wow.
Wow, that's quite a welcome.
That is.
Okay, so we've covered our entire top 10 list of no ID verification casinos.
We have.
We've seen a lot of variety in terms of features, games, and target audiences.
Yeah.
But what are some of the overarching benefits of choosing this type of platform?
Okay.
Why would someone opt for a no ID verification casino over a traditional online casino?
Well, there are several key advantages that make these platforms appealing.
Okay.
First and foremost is simplicity.
Yeah.
These casinos eliminate all the hassle of uploading documents, waiting for approval.
Yeah.
And going through those sometimes tedious verification steps.
So it's all about streamlining the process and getting players into the action faster.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that ties into the second big advantage: speed.
Right.
No ID verification. Casinos typically process deposits and withdrawals instantly, especially if you're using cryptocurrency. So you can access your winnings much quicker compared to traditional online casinos, where withdrawals can sometimes take days to process.
That's a big plus for players who value efficiency and don't want to wait around for their money.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, there's the main draw.
Yeah.
Anonymity.
Anonymity.
In an age where data privacy is a growing concern.
Right.
These platforms offer a haven for players who want to keep their personal information under wraps.
Exactly.
They minimize the data they collect and rely on anonymous cryptocurrency transactions, which adds an extra layer of security.
It does.
That's a good point. It seems counterintuitive, but by minimizing the personal information they store, these casinos might actually be reducing the risk of data breaches and identity theft.
Exactly.
So it's not just about privacy, but potentially also about security.
It is about both.
And finally, some players simply prefer the freedom and flexibility that comes with not having to go through traditional verification processes.
Right.
They feel it gives them more control over their online gambling experience. So there you have it.
Simplicity.
Simplicity.
Speed.
Anonymity.
Security.
And freedom.
The freedom.
These are some of the compelling reasons why no ID verification casinos are gaining traction in the online gambling world.
They are.
But it's important to remember that not all platforms are created equal.
That's very true.
Absolutely. It's crucial to do your research and choose reputable casinos with valid licenses from recognized gaming jurisdictions.
Yes, I agree with that.
Right. And reading user reviews on trusted platforms can give you valuable insights into a casino's reputation.
It can.
Withdrawal speeds, customer support, responsiveness, and overall user experience.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to ask questions and reach out to the casino's customer support team if you have any concerns.
Good point.
A responsive and helpful support team is usually a good sign.
It is.
I agree. And it's always a good idea to check if the casino uses provably fair technology.
It is.
Especially if you're concerned about the fairness and transparency of the games. Great point. Now let's talk about something that's often overlooked when discussing online gambling.
Okay.
But it's incredibly important: responsible gambling.
Yes.
These platforms make it so easy and convenient to play.
Yeah, they do.
That it's easy to get carried away.
It is easy to get carried away.
What are some things players should keep in mind to ensure they're gambling responsibly?
That's a crucial aspect that we should definitely address.
Okay.
First and foremost, it's essential to set limits for yourself.
Okay.
Both in terms of time and money.
Yeah.
Decide how much you're comfortable spending and how long you want to play for.
Right.
And stick to those limits.
It's easy to say, but much harder to do in practice.
It is.
Especially when you're caught up in the moment.
Right.
Are there any tools or features that these platforms offer to help players stay within their limits?
Many reputable casinos offer features like deposit limits, loss limits, and even self-exclusion options.
Okay.
Deposit limits allow you to set a maximum amount you can deposit into your account over a specific period. Okay.
But loss limits prevent you from losing more than a predetermined amount.
Okay.
Self-exclusion allows you to temporarily or permanently block yourself from accessing the casino.
Okay.
If you feel your gambling habits are becoming problematic.
Those sound like really helpful features. It's good to know that some platforms are taking proactive steps to help players stay in control.
It is good to see.
And beyond those platform-specific tools, there are also external resources available for anyone struggling with gambling addiction.
There are.
Right. Organizations like Gamblers Anonymous offer support groups and counseling services.
Yep.
And there are also helplines available for confidential advice and support.
Exactly.
Exactly. Remember, there's no shame in seeking help if you need it.
No shame at all.
It's a sign of strength, not weakness.
Absolutely.
Well said. So before we move on,
okay,
I just want to reiterate the importance of responsible gambling.
It is very important.
Set limits, use the available tools.
Yes.
And don't hesitate to seek help if you need it.
Your well-being is paramount. Now let's shift gears and talk about another important aspect of no ID verification casinos.
Okay.
Their payment options.
Okay.
As you might expect, cryptocurrency plays a significant role in these platforms.
It does.
Could you elaborate on why that is and what options are available for players?
Of course, cryptocurrency is a natural fit for no ID verification casinos.
Okay.
For a couple of key reasons.
Okay.
First, it offers the anonymity that aligns with the core principle of these platforms.
Right.
Transactions are pseudonymous, meaning they're not directly linked to your personal identity.
So it adds another layer of privacy on top of the no ID verification aspect.
Exactly.
And second, cryptocurrency transactions are generally much faster than traditional banking methods, especially for withdrawals.
Yeah, so much faster.
Which aligns with the focus on speed and efficiency that we've been talking about.
Precisely.
Most no ID verification casinos accept a variety of cryptocurrencies.
They do.
Including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and many others.
Yeah.
Therever, some platforms also recognize that not everyone is comfortable using cryptocurrency.
Right.
So they offer traditional payment methods as well.
They do.
So there's some flexibility there.
There is.
Yes. You might find options like credit cards, debit cards, and even e-wallets like Skrill and Neteller. That's good to know. It makes these platforms more accessible to a wider range of players.
For sure.
What about withdrawals? Are those typically processed quickly, regardless of the payment method?
Cryptocurrency withdrawals are usually processed almost instantly, which is a big advantage.
Yeah.
However, if you're using traditional methods, it might take a bit longer, depending on the casino's processing times and your chosen payment provider.
So if speed is a priority, sticking with cryptocurrency might be the best bet.
It could be.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground so far.
We have.
We have explored the top 10 no ID verification casinos, discussed their benefits, highlighted the importance of responsible gambling, and delved into their payment options.
We have.
But now I think it's time to address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
the potential downsides of these platforms,
Right.
while they offer some undeniable advantages.
They do.
There are also some risks and concerns that players should be aware of.
Yeah, for sure.
What are some of those downsides that we need to consider?
That's a very important point.
Yeah.
While these platforms can be a great option for many players,
Right.
it's crucial to be aware of the potential risks involved.
So let's be upfront and honest about those risks.
Okay.
What are some of the things that players should be cautious about?
One concern is the lack of traditional identity verification,
Okay.
which could potentially make it easier for underage players to access these platforms.
That's a serious issue. Are there any measures in place to mitigate that risk?
Reputable no ID verification casinos often take steps to address this,
Okay.
such as requiring users to confirm their age during the registration process,
Okay.
or using other age verification methods.
Okay, so there are some safeguards in place. But it's still something that players should be aware of.
Absolutely.
What are some other potential downsides?
Another concern is the potential for financial risk.
Okay.
Since these casinos typically operate outside of traditional regulatory frameworks,
Yeah.
there might be less recourse for players if something goes wrong,
Right.
such as a dispute over winnings or a platform closure.
So it's crucial to choose casinos with a proven track record of fairness, transparency, and security,
It is.
and to always gamble responsibly.
Absolutely.
And some players simply might miss the added layer of protection and peace of mind that comes with traditional identity verification.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? If you're someone who values those aspects, a traditional online casino might be a better fit for you.
It might be.
Exactly. And it's worth noting that even though these platforms offer anonymity,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean you can completely avoid taxes on your winnings if they're taxable in your jurisdiction.
No, that's true.
That's an important point to remember. The tax authorities may still have ways of tracking your gambling activity,
Right.
especially if you're using traditional payment methods.
Yeah.
So be sure to keep accurate records of your winnings and losses.
Yes, definitely.
And report them accordingly on your tax returns.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered the potential downsides.
We have.
The risk of underage gambling.
Yep.
The potential for financial risk.
Uh-huh.
The lack of traditional player protections.
All right.
And the fact that tax obligations still apply.
They do.
It's important to weigh these risks against the benefits.
Yes.
And make an informed decision based on your individual comfort level and preferences.
Absolutely.
Now, as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of no ID verification casinos, I want to leave our listeners with some key takeaways
Okay.
to consider.
Sounds good.
These platforms really represent a shift
Mm-hmm.
in the online gambling landscape.
They do.
They cater to a growing number of players who prioritize convenience, privacy,
Right.
and speed.
Definitely.
If you're someone who values a hassle-free gaming experience,
Mm-hmm.
quick access to winnings, and control over your personal information,
Yep.
then a no ID verification casino might be worth exploring.
It might be.
But it's crucial to remember that choosing a reputable platform is absolutely essential.
It is.
Look for valid licenses, positive user reviews,
Right.
and a demonstrable commitment to fairness and security.
Yep.
Don't just jump into the first one you find.
Yeah.
Do your research.
Exactly.
And as we've discussed, responsible gambling is paramount.
It is.
Set limits for yourself, both in terms of time and money.
Yep.
And utilize the tools and resources available to help you stay in control.
Right.
Don't hesitate to seek help if you feel your gambling habits are becoming problematic.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no shame in reaching out for support.
No, not at all.
So as we conclude our deep dive into the world of no ID verification casinos,
Mm-hmm.
I want to leave our listeners with a question to ponder.
Okay.
Do the benefits of anonymity, instant access,
Right.
and rapid transactions outweigh the potential risks associated with these platforms?
Yeah.
It's a question worth considering as you navigate the ever-evolving landscape of online gambling.
It is.
It's a complex issue with no blurry answers.
It is a complex issue.
Each player needs to weigh those factors and make a decision that aligns with their individual needs and comfort levels.
Absolutely.
And remember, knowledge is power.
It is.
The more informed you are about these platforms, their benefits, and their risks,
Yep.
the better equipped you'll be to make responsible and enjoyable choices.
For sure.
Well said.
Thank you.
And on that note,
Okay.
we've reached the end of our deep dive.
Okay.
Fiona, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today.
It's been my pleasure.
Your insights have been incredibly valuable.
Oh, thank you.
And to all our listeners out there,
Yes.
thank you for tuning in to Gambling Flow, your daily dose of all things casino.
That's right.
I'm Russell Kane.
And I'm Fiona Blake.
We hope you found this deep dive informative and engaging.
We do.
If you did, please show us some love by subscribing to our podcast, liking this episode, and sharing it with your fellow gambling enthusiasts.
Please do.
We'd also love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below.
Yes.
Until next time, good luck.
Good luck.
And as always, gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly.